Hi, this is Abe Wilson. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. If you like my video, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing. The topic I'm going to talk to you today about Celebrity Roundup. And this week's Celebrity Roundup, I'll be talking about Marcus Jordon getting arrested. I also will be talking about the Grammys. I also will be talking about the uh, the Super Bowl halftime performance of Kendrick Lamar. Also, we'll be talking about Prince's estate finally getting a Netflix deal. I also will be talking about Ashanti and Nelly finished wrapping up their reality TV series. I also will be talking about Kelly Rowland's birthday balloon surprise she had. I also will be talking about Normani is supposed to be doing some kind of festival in May. Those are just some of the topics that I'll be talking about in this week's Celebrity Roundup. Like I said, Michael Jordan's son, Marcus Jordan, was arrested last week. And this is what they said he was arrested for. It says Marcus Jordan was arrested for cocaine possession, DWI, and existing arrest. Yikes. And this article came from the Queens of Bravo, but they got their article from TMZ. And I wonder why when it was on there last week, somebody was saying, "Ooh, somebody rich kids, somebody rich kids fumbling in the bag, fumbling in the bag." I said, "What rich kid they talking about?" The next thing I know, everybody started talking about Marcus Jordan and stuff like that. Now I know last year he was dating one of those housewives from Real Housewives in Miami. I forgot her name, and they had broken up, and then they got back together. Then they broken up a second time. After they broke up a second time, they both went their separate ways. But uh, but I kind of feel sorry for the lady who used to be his girlfriend because I was thinking she was just some kind of gold digger girl that was trying to jump on his bandwagon because his father famous and stuff. And come to find out he had his own problem. On another note, like I said, Ashanti and Nelly finished wrapping up their filming for their reality TV show. Uh, I forgot the name of the show. I forgot the name of the show, but I will put it in the video. Also, Kelly Rowland had her birthday last week, and I think it was last Wednesday, and she was thanking everybody that gave her all kind of birthday love. And I said happy birthday on my Instagram too. She had like some big old purple balloon, not purple, some big old blue balloons. I think it was the blue balloons, the green balloons. I think it was blue, and she had on like a blue bathing suit type of thing. I'll put that in there too. Also, I'm going to pause you and read you what they said about Netflix and Prince's estate. Okay, this is what it says. It says Prince's estate and Netflix have finally reached a deal for its documentary. Prince's estate and Netflix have finally reached a deal for his documentary. After years of speculation and negotiation, Prince's estate and Netflix have reached a deal to produce a documentary about the legendary musician. That means that means that the project, when it has been in works for about some time now, explores Prince's life and makes an impact on pop culture, and the deal makes a significant milestone for fans who have long awaited for a for a comprehensive look into the private life and put the life of the Enigma artist. The documentary is expected to be featured never before seen footage, personal archives, and interviews with those close to him. I'm glad that they're doing a Prince documentary. It has been long away. There's some stuff that I knew about Prince, and then there was some stuff I didn't know about Prince. So I'm glad they're going to do the documentary on him. and stuff like that, and stuff like that. So, I did watch some of the Grammys and stuff like that. I no, I didn't watch it. I was gonna watch some of the Grammys, but I didn't get a chance to. But I saw a clip of only two performances, which was Money Long and Shabuzi. Shabuzi did this kind of country bar dance thing, but it was more like a country bar dance. It was like somebody was in a bar and they were sitting down. Then he walked in. Next thing you know, I switched to the next scene and they were dancing. And then switched to another scene when they were dancing. Then they went back to the bar scene. And then it was just a real nice performance of Shabuzi with the bar song. I also saw a little bit of Money Long singing Ruin Me, and her vocals were on point and she sounded good, but some people say she was off, but to me she sounded good. And then it came to the award nominations and the awards given. Uh Dolce got an award, I think, for best rap album or best rap artist. Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars got for best pop duo. They won that award, and then Miley Cyrus and Beyonce won an award for a country song they did together. Off of her album. Also, Kendrick Lamar won a couple of Grammys. I think Money Long won a Grammy for best BT performance for Ruin Me. I mean, no, not for Ruin Me, for her other song, Made for Me. That's what I meant to say, Made for Me. And so those are just some of the stuff. And then when they said album of the year, I kind of didn't want to see it because I was saying, they're gonna disappoint Beyonce again. Then when I saw it next morning, they said she had won for country album of the year and stuff like that, and people were so glad. And then there was a little backlash because some people were saying that Beyonce didn't deserve that because that Cowboy Carter album wasn't that good. Some people said it was good, some people said it wasn't, so it was like a 50-50. And then they were saying that some fans were saying they just gave that award to her because of what Jay-Z said. And then her mom came out and said, no, her daughter deserved that she worked for it. And then nephew Noah said the same thing. And so it was like, yeah, she should have won for those other albums of R&B albums. But I heard a little bit of Country Cowboy, one or two songs on my Spotify, and I was saying, well, this is kind of more like country soul. But anyway, I think a lot of people were glad that she won, and she was surprised that she won because it took her daughter to nudge her until they were saying her name because she wasn't for sure they said her name and stuff like that. And so that was the only part of the Grammy Awards that I kind of liked. Now, on the other hand, I kind of watched the Super Bowl halftime show, and I had told my husband, I said, let me know when the halftime show come on, because I really want to watch the game. So I cut it on. They said it got about 5 minutes, so I cut it on early. I kind of streamed it on Tubi, and next thing I know, they were saying they had about maybe about 2 or 3 minutes left in the game. I kind of watched a little bit of the game, and when I looked at the score was 17-0, and the Eagles had. I said, "Huh? What?" And then right before the halftime show, the guy threw another interception. They got the ball. They got it again. It was like 24-0, and I said, "Ooh, the Eagles might win." And then they had the commentators on there, and then they were talking, yeah, that Cincinnati is not Cincinnati, Kansas City is the comeback team with Mahoney and the Kelsey brothers and all that kind of stuff is back. And so I said, well, okay, I don't know. And so I looked at the halftime show, and I saw where they cut out the lights, and then Kendrick Lamar came on. He was already walking on the stage, and said they already had a black car on the stage. And this thing, he was on top of the black car singing. And then he went in beside the black car, and then he jumped off the black car, and he started singing some kind of rap song. And I was saying, this all right, but it ain't what I want. It ain't what I want it to be. I said, let me listen a little bit more. So I listened a little bit more. And next thing I know, they had Samuel Jackson running across the street saying, boy, you need to calm that down. And you're gonna say, boy, that sounds too ghetto. and he was in a in red, white, blue things. He was in Uncle Tom thing, and then he started singing and dancing across stage, singing and dancing across stage. And then next thing I know, they showed him with the dancers, and the dancers was bending down on their backs. They had dancers. They had on red and white. And so I didn't get the symbolism at first. And so then when Sister came, he was talking to the dancers, and they was all dancing in a red suit. It was three girls. Next thing you know, he moved to the side. The camera panned down, and then that's when you saw Sister in this all leather suit. And she was singing, and I was saying, wait a minute. She only had like a nanosecond. She was like one or two breaths, and she was gone. And then he started back rapping and singing. I said, well, should have gone. I didn't want to see it no more. So I cut it off and went to watch something else. Then when I got up in the morning, everybody was talking about the Super Bowl, and then the white people were saying it was too 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 divisive, and also it was a lot of rap and stuff, and they wasn't used to that. They didn't understand what Kendrick Lamar was saying. I was saying, well, I was kind of like that too. I didn't understand what he was saying at first. And then they showed him singing not like us, and they were saying, was he gonna sing like that? Because they wanted him to change the words, which he did. Instead of he saying the colonized, he said goons. He said the goonalizers, and so he got to change it a little bit. And then I was so surprised because I was saying, ooh, the best part of his show was Samuel L. Jackson and maybe Sister. But then when I started, Serena Williams posting up all kind of pictures where she was crip walking across the stage, and everybody was talking about that. And then some people were saying that they was trying to throw shade at Dre and Mark shade, and Serena Williams said no. And then somebody put up with Serena Williams did a little crip walk at the Wimbledon, and she got on there the next day and said, yeah, if I would did the crip walk and I did at the Super Bowl, I would got fined. That's what she said. And she was saying, well, she was just having fun at the Super Bowl. It had nothing to do with no Drake and all that kind of stuff. And I was saying that is so stuff. And then Drake, he was so petty with his petty self. He gonna post up a picture of Serena Williams and our ex-manager. I said, man, this man is so messy. And so what happened? People wondering why they had the X's and O's on there. And so what you call came out said it first. Erica Alexander, she said, ooh, the production, the video, the production of the performance was good. The instruments, it was loud and stuff. And she said, you also got you also got like a history lesson. She said that was the most blackest Super Bowl I saw. And then here comes Jill Scott saying the same thing. And then Spike Lee said, yeah, the TikTok tag the hopscotch the hopscotch board or the X's and O's was because of a reparations bill that was supposed to be signed years ago before the new reparations stuff came back, before we had the uh the 25 project and all the other stuff. So that's what that represents. And they were saying, oh yeah, he did a good thing. And then they caught up to Kendrick Lamar's a high school teacher, and he said he didn't know who K Dot was because people were saying, you know, K Dot did Super Bowl. He said, who is that? And then when he said, oh, Kendrick Dorsey, he said, yeah, he was always interested in writing and poetry. And I told him he should take that. And I had him read a lot of books and stuff. And so he was proud of him, and everybody was proud of Kendrick Lamar. But then, like I said, I didn't know that it was giving reference to historical things to going with Black History because of Black History Month. So I kind of understood the Uncle Tom with Samuel L. Jackson. But the other stuff, and he said about them dancing and then bending down their backs, he said that was a representation of black people building the White House and black people building this country, the United States, on their back and stuff. So it was good. But then they were saying, a lot of people were saying it was trash. Then come to find out, that was the most watched Super Bowl you ever saw. They said beat out Michael Jackson Super Bowl and stuff like that as far as viewership and watching. So it was pretty good Super Bowl, and I was glad that Jalen Hurts won. and stuff like that. And then people started coming at Kayla Nicole because she was there and she had on Eagle shirt. And she was saying she's just a reporter and a journalist and she's been an Eagle fan. And somebody said, well, nah, you want an Eagle fan until after Jason Kelsey went to Taylor Swift. And I said, I'm so glad that that the Philadelphia Eagles won because I didn't want no more of that Jason Kelsey and Taylor Swift's done stuff that I was done last year and stuff. It kind of like took away from the Super Bowl. But anyway, that was good at the Super Bowl and stuff like that. And like I said, Nelly and Ashante had finished wrapping up their show, and I was glad of that. And like I said, Kelly Rowland had a pretty little birthday pictures up and stuff like that. So that's all I have for this celebrity roundup video. This is Abe Wesley. That ain't even tells it like a TI is. I am out.